Well, it's like radio and magazines and newspapers. I don't think any of them are ever going to disappear. People are stopping reading, which is terribly unfortunate. Years ago, digression. Years ago, I'm in my 20s. I'm talking about music, and I said, it's a crime. Classical music is going to die if we don't educate young people and bring them to it and teach them. Headline in the paper, rock and roller says classic music dead. So what I'm saying now, excerpted, could be television dead? No, it will take its place along with some form of a thing that'll be probably covering the wall of your room that will feed you music, television, sports, news when it happens. That entertainment center is going to be there. I've been talking about that for 30 years, wall-sized television. 20 years ago, I started talking about the distribution of music coming to your home in some form that you'll never see in a wall. I didn't know about chips or little things like that then. It's here already. So this communications business that we're in is a wonderful field to be in if you're young, because there's so many horizons. Not only can you have fun, you get real rich. The fun thing about the internet world right now is you can't make any money, because you make money, then they don't value it $12 billion. The minute you make a profit, then they use the old scale. So that's got to work out from a financial standpoint. Radio didn't disappear when television came along. Magazines and newspapers didn't go when radio came along. So television's in that same spot. We just got to find our niche. And if I were 40 years younger, I wouldn't be the least bit concerned. I'd be looking to the new stuff to say, what can I do to amalgamate what I know from the old media into the new? It's all distribution. Distribution has always been jumping ahead. What we have now is a lot of inept people with no experience, because the field has broadened so far, there's no talent, no deep-based talent. So people are getting jobs they don't know what to do with. People are in jobs. The Peter Principle has promoted them up from jobs they didn't know. Well, we don't have anybody but Charlie in charge there. That's a problem. And these mega corporations owning so much depersonalized everything. Now, this sounds like an old-timer talking, but it's true. Human beings are very key to everything: business relationships, execution of art, making things work. And the minute we sort of take the human beings out and hide under the corporate umbrella and just aggregate money, a little bit of the fun will go and a little bit of the good stuff will go. That's an old-timer talking, but I bet you 50 years from now somebody will look at this and say, if they're able to figure out how to show it on what machine they got at that point, he was probably right. I gave a speech the other day, the disc jockey. I'm sitting in front of industry heads. They're handing out awards. They gave me an award. If you hang around a long time, you get awards. And we all had 3 minutes, and I worked real hard on it. And I was talking about, we only have a certain amount of time, we don't have a certain amount of money to pleasure ourselves with. Don't let the techno freaks take over our business. Let the creators drive it. There will be money to be made. And that was the essence of the speech. I did it in 3 minutes, much better verbalized than I did now. I sat down. My partner next to me was Tom Murphy, the man with Capital Cities who ended up owning the ABC things and sold it to Disney. Rich, smart, turned to me. Greatest compliment I received in years. He said, "It was the best speech I heard in about 20 years.